Honami by Offermans. It was composed in 1993. It's a contemporary piece, so you'll hear a lot of extended techniques that you might not be used to hearing. Honami is a Japanese word, and it's comprised of two characters. Ho meaning ear, and nami meaning wave. Ear is an ear of corn. So the idea is that there's a wave blowing over, wind blowing over a field, perhaps of corn or of rice. So as you listen, let your imaginations run, and I hope it won't be too jarring. Some of these things you will not have heard before. 1956 by the Coolidge Foundation for $750. Money was very different back then due to inflation. Composers are normally paid a lot more today for what they write, but it was commissioned by the Coolidge Foundation, and Poulenc had to make a bargain with the head of the foundation because he wanted to premiere it at the Strasbourg Festival in France, and so he made a deal that he could still premiere it in France if he would perform the American premiere at the Coolidge Auditorium at the Library of Congress, where many of you who are flute players might have been at Emmanuel Vahut's performance there in November. I was there with Harb and Mrs. Morgan, and Shakespeare play of the same name, which the Woodson Theater Department put on a parody of last school year. It was very cool. So Mendelssohn wrote the incidental music to accompany the play as sort of like a soundtrack. This Scherzo is meant to accompany Act 2, Scene 1, and the original incidental music was an orchestral composition, so it was written for the whole of an orchestra, and this transcription pares it down to 2 flute parts. So there are a lot of notes in this piece, and those of you who are familiar with the orchestral work will recognize a bunch of the other instruments' parts in, well, what is now 2 flutes. Next is another French piece. This one is Nocturne by Lili Boulanger. This piece was originally written for violin and piano, but it has been frequently performed on flute as well. Boulanger was a prominent female composer in the 1910s, 1920s. She studied at the Paris Conservatory while Gabriel Fauré was head of that conservatory, which is pretty cool. He's another famous composer. And Lili Boulanger won the Prix de Rome, an award for composition, and that was very remarkable for her time because there were not very many female composers being recognized during that time. But I hope you all like this piece. I really like it. I first heard it performed at a recital at the Mid-Atlantic Flute Convention, and Dr. Z over there recommended that I play it, so I owe this to you. has been incredible. She has stuck with me through college auditions. She played with me through pre-screenings and has been such a remarkable encouragement and support to me. She is amazing, and I've learned so much about ensemble playing and being a soloist by working with you. You are incredible.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure. You're really gifted. So I'm really
Thank you. That I could do it, that it was possible. You've shown me that I have a voice through the flute and that I have something meaningful to share with the world. And you are so important to me, and I'm going to miss you so much next year, but I'm really honored to follow in your footsteps going to FSU next year. And you are very much one of the primary reasons I want to be a teacher. You are incredible. Thank you for everything. Okay, our final piece is the Harberg Sonata for Piccolo and piano. I knew when I decided that I was going to do a senior recital that I had to play a piccolo piece. This instrument I was introduced to the end of my sophomore year of high school, and since the first day that Mr. Freeman handed it to me in rehearsal, I have not been allowed to put it down much at all. I have played piccolo in wind ensemble and in other outside of school ensembles pretty consistently for the past 2 years. And it has helped me learn a lot about flute, but I've grown really, really, really attached to it. So I knew that I had to play a piccolo piece. This sonata was commissioned by Regina Helcher-Yost, and it was premiered at the 2018 NFA National Flute Association Convention. And it is so cool. It is a very recently written piece, and it showcases a lot of the different characters that the piccolo can have. Normally in ensemble music, we only hear really, really fast runs and super high stuff, but it really brings out a lot of different characters in this instrument, a lot of different tone colors. There are sections that are intimate and lyrical and others that are really, really explosive and playful. And it's been really, really fun to work on, even though it might be significantly over my head. So, here's the Harberg Sonata for piccolo. Thank you.